What's up everyone, it's me, Jacob Spike Kraus, and welcome to the tutorial for my brand new song, You Are. So the song You Are was inspired by that scene in the Megillah, in Megillat Esther, during the Purim story, where Mordechai calls on Esther to save the Jewish people, and she gets a little bit nervous and hesitates and says, I don't know if I can go before the king and admit that I'm Jewish. And Mordechai says, who knows, maybe you actually were brought here for exactly this reason, for exactly this moment, right? You could be made for this. And that message of courage and finding strength in yourself to be who you truly are really resonated with me. And so I wrote this song called You Are to help share that message with everybody who at any time feels like they need a little bit of strength, to know that you should look inside you always to find that. All right, so a couple of things before we get started. This song is recorded in the key of A. We're singing it in the key of A major, but I'm going to teach you it in G shapes on the guitar, which means I'm using a capo. If you're not familiar with a capo, what a capo does is it allows you to transpose what key you're using on the neck without changing the shapes. So every fret of the guitar, which is one of these boxes, every fret goes up a half step. So if I wasn't using the capo, this would be a G chord, but because I'm putting the capo on 2, I'm going up 2 half steps from G to G sharp and then G sharp to A. So now I'm playing G, but it sounds like A. So I'm going to teach it to you in G shapes. The language that I'm using is going to be G shapes, but the sounds that you're hearing are going to be in the key of A. So try not to get confused with that. There is a free chord sheet on my website, so I think that would be really helpful for you. So do me a favor, pause this video right now, go to www.jacobspikekraus.com, and on the top there's a little banner that should point you to the free chord sheet for this song. You can download it and follow along while I'm teaching you. So pause the video, go grab that. I'll wait for you right here, don't worry. All right, welcome back, y'all. So let's get into this song, You Are. Most of this song, I would say 85 to 90% is all the same pattern, which means once you get it under your skin, you're gonna lock it down. All right, so let's start with the verse. The verse pattern is 4 chords, always 4 chords. The first one is a G chord. The second one is a D chord. The third one is an A minor 7 chord. So the way you're gonna play an A minor 7 is you're gonna play the A minor, but you're gonna take off your ring finger. So that's your A minor 7. And the fourth chord is a C chord, which you can play like this. I like to actually add the G note in the bass, like that. You can play it either way, it sounds the same. Just adds a little bit more of a low register underneath. So if you see me playing this chord as a C and you're like, my fingers don't look like that, that's totally fine. All right, so you're playing 1 measure for each chord. Check this out. You are braver than your heartbeat. You are stronger than you know. You are the only one who speaks your truth. The keeper of the keys that hide the fears that you don't show. Awesome. And now the strumming pattern we're going to get into for the rest of the song shows up here. I'll show it to you one time slow. Now if you were with me a couple of videos ago, I taught you about palm muting, which is where you take the palm of your hand and put it on the strings. So you are endless possibility. You are Okay, so the pre-chorus has 3 chords. An E minor 7, so stand up tall, a B minor 7, and shout out loud, and then a C. When it gets hard, don't back down. You might want to play a C9 chord here, which has that really nice suspension. Now, if you are trying to play the B minor and you're not yet able to play bar chords, there is a different way to play the B minor 7 that I'm going to show you right now. So you're going to put your fingers here, here, and here. Now this is essentially a B minor 7, but you're missing the 5th. So it's not officially the same chord as this, right? A minor 7 chord, which would have 1, 3, 5, 7 scale degrees. This has 1, 3, and 7. So it's implied that it's a minor 7 chord. Sounds similar. What I like about using this is that it adds a little bit of color to the chord tone. And because we're coming from this shape on our E minor 7, we're only needing to add our middle finger here on the G string. It's important that if you're going to play your B minor 7 like this, that you don't get that low E in the chord, right? So, stand up tall and shout out loud. When it gets hard, don't back down. Let's do it in time. So stand up tall and shout out loud. When it gets hard, don't back down. Oh, I'm so ready for the chorus. Let's jump right in. Okay, so the chorus pattern is exactly the same as the verse pattern, except that the first time, instead of going to A minor 7, we're going to E minor. Watch. You won't get too far, hiding who you are. You were meant to shine bright as the stars. So get up off the mat, there's just one more at bat. And that time you're back to the A minor 7. It ain't no more than that. You are. Now there's no space after the chorus. We're going right into the second verse. Beautifully broken, you are made for this moment. You are here for a reason, a paver of the roads that have always been uneven. To the pre-chorus. So stand up tall and shout out loud. When it gets hard, don't back down. You won't get too far, hiding who you are. You were meant to shine bright as the stars. So get up off the mat, there's just one more at bat. And ain't no more than that. You are. Heading into the bridge. See you in 2 seconds. Alright, so the bridge has a different pattern both for strumming and for the chords. We'll do the chords first. Bridge pattern is A minor 7, E minor 7, and then D, which you could play here, or if you remember from a couple videos ago, you could play a C shape up 2 frets to get a D chord with a lot more color and suspension in it. So, oh, and I know it ain't easy, but nobody else can do what you've done. So when you're running on empty, now we're gonna play F. Well, don't you run, and a C chord. Now the strumming pattern in the bridge. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. just like every one of us. You are a fighter when the road gets tough. Now there's a big build-up before the final chorus, and I'm going to teach you 2 versions. For beginners, you're going to play an A minor 7, you are strong. Then you're going to play a C, you belong. And then you're going to play a D, you will always be enough. If you're a little bit more advanced, we're going to actually walk up our bass line 1 beat at a time. So we're going to play A minor 7, G over B, C, the C sharp note, bass note, and then a D. So watch in time. You are strong, you belong, you will always be enough. And we're right to the chorus. You won't get too far, hiding who you are. Now you might notice that when I play this D chord, I'm also using my thumb. You can do that, you don't have to do that. If you can't reach, don't worry about it, it won't change the chord. You won't get too far, hiding who you are. You were meant to shine bright as the stars. So get up off the mat, there's just one more at bat. It ain't no more than that. You are. Now this song just has a fade out. We just keep singing and keep singing. So you should figure out your own way to end this song. You are. That's a way that I sometimes like to do it when I play live. So that's my whole song, You Are. I want to hear you play it. I want to see your cover videos. So please record yourself playing, even if it's just a part of the song, 1 verse, 1 lyric, 1 chorus, whatever you got. Tag me in it on social media. I would love to see it, share it, repost it. And I can't wait to sing these songs with you in person really soon. Later, everyone.